What's up, guys? I found a very strange issue with this 3-liter Duramax. This is going to be an LM2. Has 134,000 miles, 2021. It's consuming an insane amount of DEF. Have you heard of any issue like that? So basically the customer bought this truck used, and they've been having this issue where white smoke is coming out of the back of the tailpipe. So Brian, you guys know he's a master tech. He's been looking at this truck here. So let me just show you guys. This is not the SCR, but you guys see there is quite a bit of residue from the DEF. Now, Brian had recommended that they did a DPF system on this truck, but he doesn't want to install it until he can figure out why this truck is consuming so much diesel exhaust fluid. I want to say it's like the entire tank in about 40 miles. But what's interesting is the truck is not actually showing that the DEF tank is low. So normally once you run out of DEF, it'll pretty much give you a countdown until the truck goes into like a limp mode. So it'll limit you to like what? 60 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, down to nothing, right? Well, the truck's not doing that. It's basically allowing the guy to drive the truck without any issues. Now, I had asked Brian, I said, hey, do you think because this truck is used, is it possible that maybe someone potentially might have done a weight loss program on it and then put it back to stock? And now the truck could have potentially a tune on it. And now that's why it's having this weird issue where it's just dumping DEF into the SCR. And he says, no, I can't really see where this truck has been touched, because normally you would see signs of things. Now, he did say a bracket was missing on here, but you guys can even see right here all of that diesel exhaust fluid that's been coming out of this truck here. So I wanted to ask anyone out there who has ever worked on a LM2 and had this issue where the DEF system is just dumping fluid into the SCR, and it's consuming so much to where it's not turning on like a warning light on the dash saying, hey, there's an issue, you need to check this. Because as I said, even when the tank is bone dry, he's not getting a warning saying, hey, that your truck's gonna go into a limp mode. So there's that too. So Brian, what's the next steps here?
I don't even know. I mean, I think it's either got to be something in the ECM that's commanding like the injection pulse duration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking something like that, or I don't even know. That's the only thing that I can think of, because I mean,
Yeah.
this is 3 DEF injectors that we put in it. It's all doing the same thing. It's not like too much pressure coming from the tank, or else it would stick the solenoid out so that when I unplug it, it would still be injecting or leaking or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that. But having 3 DEF injectors do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It just...
And the ECM's not reading that there's an issue.
No,
it's just...
no, there's no issue. I mean, the only code in it is that there's too much pressure in the DPF.
And that's because it's full of...
And that's because it's saturated with DEF. It's completely full.
And is that DPF that's on it right now, you haven't taken it out, is that one
No.
is that damaged, is done, or?
It's cooked.
Oh, okay, okay. So before you put this one in, you want to get the...
Yeah, because the last thing that I want to do is put that one in, still have the issue, and then that one's going to get cooked.
Yeah. Wow, and how much do you think that was? $3,000 maybe, somewhere in there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
And just the part.
That's crazy. Yeah, so when you're buying a used truck, you might want to check these systems. I mean, do you guys do inspections on cars out here?
Yeah, but I don't even know if it would have come up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. He didn't buy it from us.
Okay.
We don't have an inspection on it, but even then, I mean.
I see. It still could.
How much are you driving a truck to notice a little bit of white smoke coming out the back every once in a while? You know.
I see.
So it's kind of hard, and I'm sure that if he would have noticed it, he wouldn't have bought the truck, or he would have done something different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely a situation to get put into. But.
I know. And like I said, this truck's out of warranty, so this is all customer paid too, by the way. Wow. Wow. That sucks. Yeah, well, I appreciate you, bro. This is insane. Like, I wish, hopefully you can get everything. I know you can get it resolved, but like, hopefully this guy doesn't have any more issues with the emission system.
Yeah, I hope so too. It's just, I don't even know. I've never had anything like this, and it's a weird one for sure. Yeah,
I might post this video this week so we can see if maybe someone has seen this issue before. Maybe they can like, shed some light on it for sure.
Any info would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, brother.
Yep.
And that is why I'm so happy I bulletproofed my truck, because my DEF system will never ever have an issue again. We bulletproofed it. It's good to go. Nothing to worry about there. And here's what I'll tell you. This sucks because the guy just bought the truck and now he's having these issues, and who knows how long it's going to take to get fixed. Now, I didn't say this in the video, but unfortunately, Brian actually is going out of town tomorrow, which is when you see the video today, and won't be back till Monday. So he'll have to reconvene with that issue basically. So if you have any information on this, if you've seen where basically the truck just consumes the entire tank of DEF and there's really no rhyme or reason to it, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to show you guys a few things online here, but yeah, this is really sucky. I mean, when you buy a truck used, you don't know what you're going to get yourself into, right? You know, just like whenever I sell something, if I were to sell this truck tomorrow, the very first thing I would do is let people know, hey, here are some of the things that I've done to it. That way you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. I mean, my truck has been reliable after all the upgrades I've done. And I feel like I've really truly have bulletproofed it to make it last forever with all the extra stuff I've done. I couldn't find anything online about basically trucks consuming entire tanks of DEF fluid. So we'll have to wait and see what Brian comes up with, but there is a lot of forum posts, videos in regards to DEF usage. Now, most people know if you're towing or if your truck is consuming a lot of fuel, you're going to use more DEF. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, here's what I'll tell you guys. I'm not condoning anything. You have to figure out for yourself if this is right for you in the area that you live. Diesel or Corp, they have an all-in-one kit to deal with any emissions equipment problems you may have. But again, you have to do your own research and figure out the laws and regulations for your area. So I just want to show this to you guys because that guy's out of factory warranty, right? He's out of factory warranty and he's having to foot the bill for his emissions equipment. I personally believe that if they were going to put this unreliable crap on these trucks, they should have done a lifetime warranty on this stuff, especially for this type of truck being a 21. It's a brand new truck, but it has nearly 135,000 miles on it. So yes, it is way out of the time frame for that basically. So yes, with the mileage that the truck has, this is probably what I would do. You know, this is how much it would cost for you basically to get all the parts and the tuning done. And then that way you not only get rid of one issue, you get rid of a lot of issues that you would have on the truck. And that is my biggest issue around emissions control. And I like using that word control because that's basically what it is. I remember the days when people would take off their catalytic converters and go catless. I never heard of someone potentially going to jail or getting fined for that back in the day. I just don't. But for whatever reason, they really went to big strides to make sure that if you do any type of removal of emissions equipment components, you potentially could go to jail for it. My goodness. Tell me that's not control, guys. Emissions control. And the reality is, I just did a video recently talking about me removing my diesel exhaust fluid tank, right? And I forgot to mention in the video for cleaning purposes. Completely forgot about that. And this guy said he's going to report me to the whoever he decides he can find. But again, people have the right to do whatever the heck they want to do. But I want you guys to remember this. Why is it that important? Have they really proven that diesel engines are better for the environment after all the crap they have done? Or is it just their way of controlling the people who buy these trucks? I keep having this conversation with you. And the reality is, some guy bought a truck because he could afford a used truck with a diesel. He probably bought that engine because of the research that sent him there saying, man, you can get nearly 30 miles to the gallon. So he went out and bought that truck hoping to be able to save fuel, right? And be able to go longer distance. And by the way, diesel fuel is so much cheaper today. It makes a ton of sense to go out and buy a diesel engine. But the reality is he's gotten screwed because now he has to fix some crap on his truck that potentially will have problems again in the future. And who knows how much it's going to cost him. Or he could do weight loss program, right? Do something to help himself in the future get even better fuel economy and better reliability. And that's kind of why I added this in the video. I wasn't going to, but I truly believe that it should be 100% okay to take that crap off if you start having issues outside of the warranty. And remember, the warranty for emissions equipment is not your powertrain warranty, because the 5-year 100 covers powertrain, doesn't cover emissions. They don't consider emissions powertrain. So the emissions warranty is like 5-year 50 or 7-year 70, depending on where you live at in the country. So yes, these things are going to cause problems. And when your truck is out of warranty, you really got to have that conversation about, should you replace it or should you just go in another direction? That's all I'm going to say. So hopefully I have a chance next week to get back with Brian. Like I said, Brian's going on vacation starting tomorrow. You guys see the video today, so he won't be back till Monday. So very possible that he won't have an answer until probably mid next week. So if I remember to reach out to him, I'll go back and see if he has a resolution. But if not, like I said, that guy has another option that will probably 100% work better to his benefit. See you guys in the next video.